guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm currently driving to school. I'll be there in like 15 minutes. Actually, I need to turn my GPS off real quick because I know where I am and it's gonna go off. So hold on. Okay, so I know that was like no time for you guys. I just had to turn it off because I didn't want it to go off in the middle of the video, and I know it would here shortly. I am running like 2 minutes late. I was originally running like 10 minutes late. I forgot that I stopped eating gas, and I wasn't on it this morning. My jacket was in the dryer, and I had to like go through it and try to find it. And same thing with my pants. Last night I had a date night with my wife because last weekend I was in lab. This weekend I'm in lab, and I feel like if you're in nursing school or just in school in general and working, you don't have a lot of time at home, and it's really important to spend time with those that you care about. Especially for me, my love language is quality time and affection. So I really just needed a night to be with my wife, and then we came home and we were watching a movie, and I fell asleep on the couch. Luckily she woke me up at like 11 o'clock, and I was so scared because our roommate had like just opened the door and like came inside. I don't know if it was like letting his dog out or what, and I was like woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, she just left for work, and he leaves for work at like 5:15. I was like, I've been asleep on the couch this whole time. That's how long it felt like I had been asleep. And Kayla was sitting on the couch and she was like, no one would have let you just sleep on the couch without an alarm or anything. I was just like, oh my god. I was in full on panic, even though I don't wake up till 6 to go to labs, but whatever. So I did film last weekend, just on Saturday though. I had like a really bad night Saturday night, and I was just like so stressed out and just like not happy. And like I had no interest in filming on Sunday, and I was just like, screw everything, I don't even want to be here. And Sunday was just like such a rough day for me, and then this past week at work hasn't been great, but I knew I wanted to film and kind of let you guys know what's been going on, because there are people that, you know, follow my nursing journey, and anytime I put up a nursing video, I at least get some views. And I want to be able to help those who are going through what I'm going through and know that they're not alone, because this is some stressful crap, man. Would say another word, but I'm trying to keep it PG here, people. Yeah, man, it's really hard. I know you hear that in like everyone's videos about like how stressful nursing school is, and I've never been someone who has struggled with school or like struggled with my grades, struggled with tests, other than like my anatomy class. But like I've also like never really studied that hard, and this is definitely the most I have ever studied, the most I have ever read a textbook, and the most tired I have been. I need like a pause, a day where I can just lay around, and that'll come in like December. But also it's so enjoyable. Like it's like it stresses me out so much, but I also love it because like when you come to the labs, and then in a couple weeks I do VSIM, and then a couple weeks from then I get to go to clinicals, and I'm so excited, and I'm so happy to have this opportunity. This is like everything I ever wanted. Ever since, you know, I decided that I wanted to transition from like medical school to nursing school. I'm at a stoplight and someone's beside me, and I'm really like, oh, please don't see me sitting here talking to myself on the phone. And so it's like a double-edged sword, because I love it so much, but I also like hate it because I'm so stressed out. But in the past, like 2 weeks since like the last time I filmed, I think one of the last videos I posted was like a day with me and then like study with me, or like how I study, which I've already like completely changed because I ended up with a 78 on my pharm exam, which is passing. It's a C. It's not that bad. I can like learn how to better study and then do better on the next like 4. And I'm so tired. Oh, what? I haven't yawned this entire time. And now that I have the camera up, I'm like, let's yawn. But yeah, this I didn't do that great. Still passed. There were people that made like 40s, 50s, 60s. So it wasn't that I completely didn't know the stuff. It also was my first pharm exam, which if you just started in nursing school or you've been in nursing school, you know that it's a complete change of questions because it's NCLEX style. It's not just like, what are the side effects of this medication? No. That's not I mean, it is helpful, but that's not the main focus. Like, you've got to know like the mechanisms of action of a drug, the toxicity, the indications, contraindications, adverse effects, and then like if it's this drug class, what are the drugs in it? So I've already like changed a lot of stuff that I've done because I do not want a C in this class, because the C is only 77 to 80, and I feel like whenever you're on that brink, like I'm so close to getting like dropped. Oh my god, seriously cannot stop. I even had coffee this morning. But I have a fundamentals exam coming up. My last fundamentals exam, I got an 84, 85, somewhere in there. It was in the 80s. And as someone who's been like a pretty much A student her whole life, it's really hard to see those middle range B's and be like, yes, I did it. But that's how you have to be. I don't mind being a B student in these classes. I would like to bring my grade up to an A in fundamentals because I feel like I really can, and because it's 6 credit hours, it would really help my GPA, like for my nursing program. If I made an A in fundamentals and a B in pharm, it would come up to like a 3.7 for this semester. You know, of course I'm going to shoot for making A's in both my classes, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't. I'm still trying to learn. So last weekend in labs, we learned Foley catheters, enemas, bladder scans, condom catheters. That was all on Saturday. And then Sunday we did medication pass. So like eye drops, ear drops, pills, crushing pills, putting them in applesauce, suppositories, and patches. And that was probably like the most exciting thing that we've done, but also it was really frustrating because they like had us in our cohorts, which is just like my little group that I go to clinicals and do all my labs with. Like, okay, people from this cohort will sit in this room, people from this cohort will sit in this room, and so on. There's like 6 or 7 cohorts, I can't remember. There's like 44 of us. And so they're like, we'll call you one at a time. They started this at like 10:30, and it took us until 4:30 to be done. And so a lot of time we were just sitting there, and I'm not gonna lie, we were kind of wasteful some of our time. And just sitting there like talking about anything and everything. But this weekend I would be super grateful for that because we just got our study guide for our next fundamentals exam yesterday, like 1 a.m. And I didn't work on it yesterday because, let's see, I got up at like 8 and I went to the gym. I had a meeting with a personal trainer at 9 and then worked out. I had a meeting with her for 30 minutes because, I might make a video about it. I don't know if it's something you guys would be interested in, but I've actually lost like 60 pounds so far, and I need to lose about 50 more to be at like a healthy weight. Trying not to focus so much on like the number on the scale, but like getting my percentage of body fat down to a healthy level. And I'm only 2% off from that, which I'm so excited to. It's like 1.7. I need 1.7. But so I met with her for 30 minutes. She's gonna make me like a nutritional plan and like count my calories and like workout plans, because I'm not great at like in the gym knowing what to do to help like target that kind of stuff. So I met with her and then I did like 30 more minutes, and so yeah. And then we needed to go to Walmart and like Safeway and Lowe's. We just got a grill and we needed a propane tank. And Tuesday was my neighbor's birthday tonight. My wife is grilling out, so we had to buy like steaks, baked potatoes, we're gonna have some corn. I made some baked macaroni, all the healthy things, as I talked about losing weight 5 seconds ago. So yeah, we were doing that. And then I had a meeting at work at 2 o'clock. So I went to that. I came home, I took a shower, got ready, we went out to dinner. So my day wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be as far as school goes, but it was nice to like be an actual human being and not a nursing student for one day. And I'll probably will regret it later this week, but you gotta take care of yourself. Can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself. Remember that. So I guess, that was my pause day, but I really wanted to sleep in more. I thought that our meeting with the personal trainer was at noon, but it wasn't. I like making the study guides. So she gives us like points to look over, and then I make one based on PowerPoints, her lectures, and the textbook. And I really like it. It's like a horrible thing to be, but I'm very like task oriented. Like, you tell me like this, and this needs to get done, and I'm gonna do it. So having like bullet points, like you need to know this, and this. I'm like, you got it. And one of my teachers, like, I hate task-oriented nurses. Dude, my checklist can be spend 5 minutes with Mrs. Smith talking to her about this, and it doesn't matter that that's a task in my brain. And even if I spend more than 5 minutes with Mrs. Smith, but just like, have one-on-one conversations with this patient, whatever it is. That's just kind of how I am, and that's how I am at like my job now. I'm like, okay, this day I need to spend a little extra time with this person, this day I need to spend a little extra time with this person, this day, and not just like pills, and then this, and then personal care, not that. But I do like having a checklist in my head, even if it's like not things that my job necessarily says I need to do, but it's what I say I need to do. I hope that makes sense. I wonder if anyone else is like that. I don't know. This weekend in lab, we are doing shots. Like I don't know what the others are called. I did not look at this before. And then tomorrow we're doing sterile gloving and wound care. Again with the yawn. Wound care is probably the thing that I'm like least looking forward to. I'm not gonna lie. I don't do well with smells. I used to be really bad with BM. But my job has definitely gotten me better at that. I'm not good with emesis. And yeah, we've had some people with wounds at my job now, and I'm just like, oh God, what is this? Like, I don't want to treat a patient differently because they have these wounds, and their wounds need to be taken care of. And you know, as you get older, your body isn't as well adapted to healing processes. So, like, it's not their fault that this is happening to them in like 99% of cases. And you want to give the people the best care possible. But I just, they say every nurse has their vice, and wounds is one of mine. I have lots of them. I promise, I do actually want to do this, and I do actually really care about people. But I'm like driving through like the little town now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off, so I can focus on where I'm going and the road. And I will talk to you guys either this afternoon or in the morning. I'm not making no promises because the last time I made promises, I didn't film for a week. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hello again. It is now 4:32. I have completed my labs for the day. So our labs run from 8:30 to normally 4:30. We did get out early today because we had completed all the skills checkoffs that we needed. So today we learned injections, subcutaneous, I can't remember, the dermals. So we did like TB, and then we did insulin, and then we finished with like what would be a flu shot. Even though we did like sign a waiver saying like, hey, yeah, you can stick me. We use a lot of expired equipment, like that's been donated to the school, so that we can still practice selling mannequins. But since it is expired, we can't use it on each other. But they did let us like give some to take some home, and they're like, you can practice on oranges, hot dogs, like, you know, just getting in the practice of like sticking someone. So that was fun. Tomorrow is sterile gloving and wound care, which I think I said earlier. I'm really happy that I got out early today so that I can shower, maybe work on my study guide before we have our little cookout. It depends. I don't know what time it's going to be done. My wife is cooking it now, I think. And then, because we're probably going to play board games tonight. That's what, you know, I do on this exciting Saturday night. But I want to try to get up a little earlier. I was like 2 minutes late to class, but what is me getting on camera and then I start yawning? Lord, first one. I do want to try to get up early. I was like 2 minutes late this morning, but class hadn't started. They didn't really say anything, so that was good. But I want to try to get up earlier. So I also didn't wear makeup to class, and luckily my skin has been looking pretty okay. I do have like one zit, but overall it's pretty okay. I have like one that's trying to come up right here, but it's just underneath the skin right now. But yeah, I want to get there early so that I can work more on my study guide for my test on Wednesday. I'm about halfway done with it. Theoretically, I should, you know, be responsible and do it tonight, but work-life balance, work-school-life balance, sure, that's what it is. Not that I don't want to do it. But I find it like really hard to focus at home. I don't know about anyone else. I focus so well when I'm at school. That's how I was able to get half of it done. Because it's just like whenever I get into the groove of it, I'm like, okay, roll. But when I'm at home, I'm like, oh, the dogs, oh, TV, oh, see? Body's telling me I should go home and go to sleep. That's not happening. But I figure, okay, if I go to bed around 10, get up at like 5:30, I should make it to class by 8. And from there, I have 30 to 45 minutes to work on my study guide before class starts. And I think I can get most of it done then. And I went to lunch with some people from my group today, but if tomorrow I stay in during lunch, then I can be like, I can get another 45 minutes to an hour in, but we'll see. I don't know, like, is this like some neurological condition that whenever I'm in front of a camera I start yawning? I don't know, because I'm not, like, I'm wide awake. I feel really good. I normally feel really good right after class, whether it's clinicals or a lecture, because I'm actually learning, I'm interacting with other people, I'm being social, and I just always feel really good afterwards. I love it. Nursing school's hard, mentally exhausting, and like the hardest thing I've ever done, but I love it. I love learning. But I'm also ready for these 2 years to be over with. I'm on week 7. I'm like halfway through my semester because my last 3 weeks of class are nothing but exams. So, I don't know. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm about like 10 minutes away from my house now. And I will talk to you guys in the morning. And hopefully I look more human than I do today. Alright. Bye. Good morning, everyone. I know no time has passed for you guys from when I last recorded. But it is now 7:42. I am almost to school. I did like kind of wake up on time, or the time that I wanted to. But then I didn't have any breakfast ready, so I stopped and got some breakfast, and then topped off my tank with gas. See, it's a yawning again. I don't get it. Because I was driving and I pulled up my camera and I didn't even start recording yet, and I started yawning, and that was the first time I yawned this whole drive here. Like, I'm tired, but I'm not like yawning tired. Somebody tell me what's up with it. So, last night I did get home before 5 o'clock. I was able to help my wife prep up dinner, and spend some extra time with my dogs. We got done with the birthday celebrations like 8:30, 8:45. But then I could not fall asleep, probably because I had chocolate cake. And the sugar was just like, you're awake now. So I didn't get any of my homework. Well, I don't have homework, but any of my study guide done, which is fine, I guess. But I am going to get to school about 30 minutes early, so I will have time to work on it then before we get started. All I have right now. We'll see how today goes. I hope we get out early again today, because I just want to go home. I'm having like some back pain. I don't know what's up with that either. Back pain and yawning. But if it keeps hurting today, I might have to tell my teachers, because it's pretty painful. Alright, well, I will check in with you guys whenever I have something more interesting to talk about, because nothing's really changed from last night to this morning as far as school goes. So, see you in a bit. Hey guys, so yesterday, it is now Monday, so yesterday was Sunday when I had lab. Let me tell you, my back side continued to hurt like all morning long. I went and told my teacher about it, and at like 12:30 I got sent home and told to go to the emergency room. So I drove back home, or one of my classmates drove me in my car to one of the urgent cares, and might have a kidney stone, don't know. It's not hurting so bad today, but it's still there. So I did get to do my skills check off. That was nice. I literally look crazy. I got like no sleep last night. I'm exhausted. So I did a skills check off on wound cleaning. Yeah, it was such a long week. I'm so exhausted. Tomorrow I have pharmacology, 5:30 to 7:30. Wednesday I have my fundies exam, and then I think we're doing like more classwork afterwards. I don't know, but she just posted an assignment today that's due on Wednesday, and we have another assignment that's due on Sunday, and another assignment that's due on Sunday, and I have a lot of homework this weekend. It's very depressing because I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. That's all I want. All I want to do is sleep. So yeah, my life. But I will keep you guys updated on how school is going. I don't have labs this weekend. Next weekend I have sim lab. So I'm just on break now. Alright, if there's anything you guys want to see, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.